Suns slump continued. They fell to the Rockets 119-111 in their last game before the break. KD did finish with a game-high 37. They have fallen all the way down to the 11th seed, a game out of 10th. There was no Devin Booker in this one, no Bradley Beal, but still, the Suns really need to start racking up these wins because the All-Star break is coming at a good time for Phoenix. They've had a rough month, but hey, a lot of folks have, so let's just breathe here. Phoenix just 1-6 in their last 7 games this month. That's tied for their second worst in the league right now. Another issue is that the games, they haven't really been close. They've been outscored by almost 11 points a game. So, Brian, is there anything, do you think, to be hopeful here for the Phoenix Suns?
I wish I had a different answer. The Suns, some of the parts just don't make sense. They have a lot of talent. They've really worked hard to build out this team. When they first put Durant and Beal together, they didn't have a good supporting cast. I think they do now. They have built out guards. They have made some trades to get wings and to get big men. But Malika, you put them together, and it's not equaling wins. You are what your record says that you are. For a while, they had a pretty good record with Durant on the court, and then when he was out with injury, they were well below 500, and you could kind of just hope that if Durant was healthy, that this team would play well. But even those hopes have diminished because Durant has been on the court recently. He's been playing well, putting up big numbers, and they've been losing. It's extremely frustrating. A team that is the most expensive team in the league with this kind of star power is multiple games under 500 going into the break.
Say it, Wendy. Say it. Say it. How do you have this much talent on the roster and not be successful, right? And has underachieved. The second, they're right there with the Philadelphia 76ers as far as most disappointing teams. Why is that? You get a new head coach, you got some offensive firepower, you thought you filled the void as far as the positions that needed to be filled, the point guard position, the center position. You got a nice little young stud in the kid Richards you just acquired. Every time I look up, he's having a double-double. Why can't this turn over the wins? I'm not about to sit up here and bash KD today about leadership, right? But there's something going on that's not clicking. When you look at this team, they play a bunch of individual basketball. It's nowhere in hell you have a veteran squad that can't pull together and know that, hey, you know what? We don't know what's going to happen in the future, in a few months down the line when the season is over. Yeah. We don't know who's going to get traded. Why can't they pull together right now and turn these losses into wins?
But Perk, they knew this roster was incomplete and needed something. That's why they tried so hard to go and get Jimmy Butler. This is an incomplete basketball team. They're missing that toughness, that edge. You've been talking about it since December. This team needed that toughness and that grit. We're seeing what Jimmy Butler does for the Warriors. He's willing to sacrifice his stats. He just wants to win. He's able to do the little things for Stephen Curry and for Draymond Green. Right. That's what they wanted here. I think this next second half of the season, to me, is just appreciating the joy of watching Kevin Durant and appreciate his game. I mean, he's 6th in the NBA right now in points per game. He leads the NBA in field goal percentage on jumpers. He leads the league in field goals, the jump shots per game. His game is aging gracefully. And listen, the Golden State Warriors, and I talked to people around there, they really feel like they had an agreement in place to go get Kevin Durant and bring him back. The only problem was Kevin Durant did not want to go back. He wanted to finish out the season in Phoenix. He wants to enjoy playing with this younger type of roster that we saw last night. I mean, there were some players on that team last night in first, second, third year, very young. And so this summer is going to be a different story. I think there's going to be some hard conversations between the Suns and Kevin Durant in communicating and figuring out his future.
I think we have a lot of conversations, to your point, about Steph and about LeBron and about whether or not a year here or there, was this a wasted year? And I sort of wonder why those conversations haven't started with Kevin Durant, because he's done everything. He's averaging 27 a game. He's mentioned in trade rumors his team is under 500. I don't think that's fair to one of the game's greats. And it's going to be very interesting to see. It's something that the rest of the league is tracking, what is going to happen to him this summer. Here, Shams, All-Star Weekend, it is in the Bay, but you reported that the NBA WNBA shootout between Sabrina Ionescu and Steph Curry, it's off. This was a fan favorite in 2024. What happened? Why did it fall through?
Malika, this is surprising to a lot of people around the league. And Stephen Curry-Sabrina Ionescu, they've been really recruiting Caitlin Clark, Klay Thompson, other NBA, WNBA players for the better part of the last 2.5 months to try to see how they can take this competition, which was probably the biggest success of All-Star Weekend last year, to another level. And listen, Steph Curry, he's won a lot at recruitments over the last several years throughout his NBA career. I think he went hard at trying to recruit Klay Thompson and Caitlin Clark for this event. They were not able to land either of them for this event. They weren't able to get a commitment from Caitlin Clark. She said in recent weeks that she's going to prioritize the WNBA three-point contest before she does this. And I'm told Stephen Curry even had dinner with Klay Thompson at some point recently to try to convince him to potentially be a part of this. They weren't able to land commitments, and they just felt like Sabrina Ionescu, Stephen Curry, they didn't think this year's competition would rise to another level, and they were not able to come up with an agreement. And this event will not happen, but we will see an All-Star Game tournament on Sunday. We'll see the same events, but no WNBA, NBA shootout this year.
Dang, I was kind of looking forward to it, Shams. I'm going to be honest with you, but yes, we will get the All-Star festivities. They will commence as normal, and hopefully we get a dunk contest like we did 9 years ago today.
Feel good, so I'll just go out here and put on a show, man. You know, we all do it for fans.
We got a couple of freak athletes in this dunk contest. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Hello, world. Hey, look, since it's my last day at NBA today before the All-Star Week, we got to go into the All-Star Weekend with a Perks big list. Best dunk contest dunks. Now, Shams, you knew we have rules in 2025. You will speak when spoken to, okay?
I always
you will
follow.
cooperate with energy, otherwise you will not be back. All right, coming in at number 5. Bam! Put it up there. I had to show some love to one of my teammates, old Nate Robinson. By the way, he got his kidney, y'all.
Yes.
He's doing just fine. But look, and I get it. Nate 5'8", 5'9". You get a reaction from LeBron James like that. And by the way, he went on to win the dunk contest. He had a little push off, but I had to show some love to my boy. 3-time winner of the NBA dunk contest. Malika, where you at, girl? I need some energy.
Bam!
There we go. There we go. Aaron Gordon, 2016.
Wow, at 4.
At 4. You remember what he did over the mascot, Sean?
Yeah, puff the
That was
magic.
special right there, Malika.
This
That
was
was
my favorite
special.
dunk.
That was special right there.
4.
Yeah. I like that. Set a trend. Shams, where you at? We coming in at number 3. See,
I'm supposed to do it?
yeah.
Bam!
I love it. Gerald Green.
Nice, too.
Gerald Green. Do y'all remember this dunk right here? The cupcake up top. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look at his face. Look at Gerald Green. Watch his head. Oh, see, it looks simple until it
People
goes
didn't
in slow
realize
motion.
it.
Look.
We tried to do it in studio, and we couldn't get it done. It was
but
so
look,
hard.
I had to show him love because G. Green had them bunnies. By the way, that was 2008. He was my teammate, so I actually watched them practice on it. No, he wasn't. He got traded at the time. Here we go. Coming in at number 2. Malika, bring me more energy.
I got you. Bam!
There you go. Zach LaVine.
Oh, number 2.
You remember when he jumped from the free throw line? He didn't just jump from the free throw line. He went between his legs with it. He got nasty with it. Look at over here. Look at the reaction. This wasn't, nothing that was just like, oh, I'm hang time. And no, I'm going to glide. I'm going to walk. I'm going to get between my legs. Look at Steph.
Was this
Look
really
at John
better
Wall.
than Aaron Gordon, though?
I'm going to show, yes, to me it was. Okay, again, Sean.
I got to know what's
This
number
Perk
1.
list, I know.
I don't know what's
my
number
list.
1.
I know.
Remember my
I know.
rules. You will speak. Coming in at number 1. Bam! Put it up there.
Oh, yeah.
Vince Sanity. He set a trend with this dunk. Everybody was wondering, what is Vince Carter about to pull out? The 360 windmill. Zion Williamson, that has become his dunk now, his signature dunk when he get an opportunity. Look at it. Just look. Look at it.
It's just a special
The best
ride, right?
dunker of all time in game, in dunk contest. Again, this is my list. Congratulations to Shams and Malika. Y'all will be back on our next list. Y'all
We
did
passed.
an outstanding job. Yeah. So this is perfect.
It's a beautiful list. I have no problem with VC being number 1 on that list.